the body. You gotta feel your heart.
Oh, I still have this thing on my screen. Hold on, let me.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Hey, everybody.
We ain't gonna do the Martin.
Top to bottom at you.
We're not doing the Martin.
Let me see who's here. Hey, Ron.
What's up,
Hi.
everyone? Good evening, and thank you for joining us.
You know, we
Appreciate
still
it.
trying to work this equipment.
We're
I
going-
hope
we're going
everyone's.
through beautification. We gotta get the beard right. I gotta get the glasses nice and clean so I can see these comments coming in.
Hello.
You know, I gotta refrain from using my third cousin's, auntie, uncle's voices and stuff like that. So I gotta. I keep hearing in the background, the famous Femi, my cousin's cousin that's related to my aunt's cousin, that's related to my brother's cousin, and my cousin's wife, third from the second, things like that.
Yeah, 4 times over.
All I keep hearing is Femi. It's all good.
I
It's
hope
very
everybody's,
good. Everybody is going to have a great day today.
Sunday is doing all right.
It is Sunday. Somewhere on this American platform, it is Sunday.
Well, it might be Monday somewhere else.
Sunday. No, it is now Sunday. Sunday. We are going to have a very good time today because it's all about having fun, and we are going to see something new, and we are going to enjoy what is happening today.
Okay, I'm still trying to fix this.
What it is that you are doing over there?
I don't know.
It is something that you should have ready since yesterday.
Yesterday. Hold on, I gotta.
No, not yesterday. Just yesterday.
No,
It
just.
is the correct way. Yesterday.
Come on, man. Come on.
Yesterday. It is like a major situation. I am not making fun of my other family. It is the simple thing that happened to me. We are going to have a good time.
All right. Well, everyone who's in, hi. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
Share the live.
Like,
hit the like
follow,
buttons.
subscribe, share. Look here, everything that we just mentioned is for free. Like is for free. Sharing is for free. Following is for free. And that's everywhere. Every part of social media. Every single social media aspect you can think of, we're on it. So come on through. Hold on, I gotta make sure I'm in the camera here, camera view. Fat people have to, fix the camera right so we can look a little thinner. But sometimes it's a little difficult to a fat person to fit right in the camera view. So just bear with me as I get my dance on. All right, I think I'm right. I'm right? Okay.
You right.
Fat man in the screen.
You all good.
Moment. Let your spirit soar.
At the
all right,
the slide still on.
Get this out there. Get this out there. Yeah, that's us. Okay. We is up. We is beautiful. We is having a beautiful day. We are alive. We're able to see the sun. We're able to feel the wind. We're able to be thankful. First and foremost, we all have to be thankful for what we have as opposed to what we do not have.
Mm-hmm.
These times are challenging. These times are difficult. I just got a mosquito bite, so you got to bear with me here.
Oh my gosh, that's extreme.
Hey man, how can I tell you? Them bugs love this blood.
Yeah, but what's
this?
It looked like you got surgery or something done there.
It's like when you pull a tooth. They put a piece of cotton in the hole.
Ron, are you like that when you get a little bite? Are you extreme like that?
I put the cotton in the little hole.
I need to know.
I put the cotton in the hole. That's all I did, just like a pulled tooth. If they pull a tooth, they put cotton in there. So I got a little hole there, so I stuck with cotton in there. All right, like I said, it's all about jokes, it's all about having good times, all about having life and a happy life. and having fun.
He said nope.
Hey man, don't be look here. You gonna do it one day. Matter of fact,
He's
you
so-
reach my age, you may just do it.
He's
You
so
gonna remember
extra.
this. You gonna remember this. You be like, gosh darn it, he was right. Look at me putting cotton in the hole. God dang it, as I got older, I got more and more freaking lazy. That's what it is.
No, he's just
Go ahead.
extreme.
Yeah, I'm extreme. The petty
Well-
to the finest. Go ahead.
We decided to do this live as we were going through the website and figured, we should help people to navigate around it. Sometimes I noticed that some people have, they have purchased something and then probably don't realize that there was something else in the site. So I said, you know what, maybe I need to just go through it, give people an idea of what it's about, how to navigate around it. And maybe if I need to tweak some things, I would like to get some input or suggestions on how to make this website user-friendly. Because I'm always creating, and once I get something stable, I put it in the store. So sometimes people are like, oh, I didn't know you made this, or I didn't know you made that. And it's there. So that's why we decided to do this. And also, if there's any other questions you have or want to comment on anything, especially if you've already used products or have concern about how to use certain products, this would be a good time to get those questions in, and we can try to answer it as best as possible. Anything else, babe? Funky Chicken?
Chris, for real, thank you for joining. Chris, I see you. Thank you very much. Welcome.
Hi, Chris, for
We
real.
hope
Thanks for
you
coming
enjoyed
in.
this. Hey, Chris, by the way, listen, like, follow, share, subscribe. Tell everybody you know. It don't cost them nothing to do all four things. It may be beneficial to them in the long run. They may come across a candle. They may come across one of our products of skincare. They may come across something for their hair. They may come across a gift that nobody else has ever had.
Hey, Chris, do you have a beard?
Happy. I'm just saying, hello, and thank you very much for joining us on this mighty fine Sunday. Yes, indeed, it's a mighty fine Sunday because we're able to see the sun and we're able to feel the heat. And boy, is it hot!
It's humid. It's
Humid,
sticky.
it's like sitting in a fishbowl.
We're in the South Carolinas,
The Kakalakis.
so they have that subtropical climate.
Thank you, brother Chris. Appreciate you, though.
Thank
Sister
you.
Chris, just in case. I just saw Chris. I'm not sure it's Chris. My apologies. Old man. Hold on. Old man has 4 eyes, so you got to bear with me.
It says Chris.
I apologize.
It just says Chris for real.
No, it says Chis.
Chis for real?
Chis.
Oh, we both
C-H.
blind. Hold on.
See that? Look, Mac Nance. It's CHIS for real.
Chis for real.
Good gracious, I apologize. You know what? I'm gonna blame it on my Nigerian brother. It is only because I cannot see very well that I do not see how the letters are going on the screen.
Oh, then what's my excuse?
Man, I don't know. I couldn't help you now. Matter of
All
fact, ójele, güey, te voy a decir así, menito, necesita unos lentes, así nosotros me echar para adelante, güey, echar para adelante.
I know Ron is probably cracking up.
All right, anyway, I need to say, please
Yeah,
like,
we're gonna
follow,
go.
and share.
Yeah, we're gonna. Try to,
Everything's for free right now, except everything on our website. Nothing on our website is for free. Disclaimer. Just because I said everything, don't mean the website, okay? Not happening. The website, on the other hand, it costs money. It costs money.
he says I say that with.
All right. So check it out. As we said,
But yeah, we're gonna go over to the top to bottom of the website. I don't know how many that's in the live or watching the replay has ever gone on to the site.
all right.
So we're gonna take you through a little tour.
Let's go to the.
Because I don't know how many entrepreneurs or people who have websites out here who watch the live, have up and downs with dealing with web hosts and just try to how to format your products.
All right.
So this is the homepage.
Yep.
Let me open up my screen on this side.
You good? You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So of course you have your basics. You have your home. You have your My Story, store, and blog. For those that don't understand, blog is actually like the video blogs, the way you actually leave information, where people could go jump in, read it, see if it fits them, and or let's also keep in mind, we have almost every possible way to reach out to us for any ideas that may affect you and or vice versa, someone else. And of course, if your idea is something we should think about and add to our store.
Yeah.
So in
Like
the blogger,
show the chat, like the little
right,
pop up there.
Right. The little chat box here over
that
here.
comes right to us when you start putting in your questions.
This here right here, this pop up right here comes to us immediately.
Yeah, our bot has limited duties.
Okay, limited duties comes right to our phone. Okay, lets us know. Phone calls, voicemail, that works. Email, that works. Social media, that works. DMs in the social media, that works. YouTube, that works.
Email.
I said the DMs from the websites, social media, the DMs, hell, even a shout out, even the app will jump right in and come in right over to what you need.
Anybody in the live have a website up and running? I'm just curious.
Well, that'd be a very interesting question.
Yeah, I like to know.
Yeah. How many entrepreneurs up there have their own website already? I like to know, and of course, I like to know what host do you have?
What works for you? Yeah,
that is hosting your website. In other words, what company are you utilizing to make your website function?
Take a guide down while we're waiting for some answers. Like
the guide, what
like guide it down, scroll. Maybe I'm using the wrong verbiage.
Guide.
Scroll.
Okay,
down to the next.
Going to scroll
to the next panel right there, where there's slideshow there.
Okay.
And can you close that chat box?
I can close the chat box.
All right, so this slideshow here is just giving an idea of what we're all about. The things that we don't put in our products, a lot of things that people don't think about when they just buy, because a lot of times it's just about, oh, what does the package look like? What does it smell like? Or whatever have you. And not to say that some of those things don't give the appearance that it works.
Right.
It's just, we don't like to include a lot of these toxic ingredients because later on down the line, they cause situations, and you don't think to tie it to the things that you put on your skin and in your hair. Like here, no endocrine disruptors. I did a slide about that a little bit, right? Like I mentioned about endocrine disruptors and, people dealing with allergies, fibroids, all sometimes emotional, mental issues. All these things happen from disruptors.
And we I know I've said it time and time again. Anytime we do a live, a lot of people tend to forget that the body is just like your stomach. Every time you put something on top of your skin opens up because it's something called a pore.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, that pore opens, and whatever you put on your skin winds up going into your system.
It's an organ.
And it winds up affecting you in a way later on down the line. Hence the reason why Johnson & Johnson had that situation where you actually have, yes, I could say it out loud because it's a public document, it's a public situation. Johnson & Johnson had that situation after many, many years and found out what they were doing something wrong. So therefore, we also, as a company, we're very, very cautious on what our products contain, due to how we know that our slogan is caring for the whole self. Mm-hmm. So as we care for the whole self, we have to make sure that whatever our product has in it, whatever ingredients and whatever recipes we put together, or she puts together rather, we make sure that as it comes together and it goes on a person's skin, that person doesn't have any, or I don't want to say any, because sometimes the person may think it works, but in actuality, they do something wrong when they get home. I know I've had somebody, I tell them, this is a quick side note, somebody I know specifically ordered something and they took a wet hand, they stuck it inside the product. Then they took the product and put it on the arm. And of course, as a male, we have hair on arms, and they started complaining that it smelled funny, and it was because actually they had contaminated the actual jar of the product because they added more water to it. So unfortunately, that's a situation where I asked the person, I said, did you happen to do it when you was in the shower? They said, yes. I said, well, there goes your problem because you added water to a product, which then, of course, disrupted the actual components of the actual product.
Because that's the thing. Maybe people don't realize when you add water to something, you give it room to grow mold and bacteria.
That is correct.
That's the reason why we put preservatives. Like if you hear a company say they don't use preservatives, you need to watch out, because the preservatives is to, prevent those things. The only thing is now what happens is the cheapest format of preservatives that most companies use release formaldehyde, or formaldehyde releases, and that goes into your bloodstream and causes issues, allergies, and things like that. And so we avoid that. So what is you sliding down?
I'm sliding down. Also, keep in mind, formaldehyde is something used on dead bodies to preserve a dead body.
Right.
So that right there tells you why we don't have that.
I mean, it's used to preserve the body from decaying, which is why they use it as a preservative and stuff. But then they say, oh, it's according to the FDA, it's okay at small amounts. But then now you got these small amounts and everything that you use turning into large amounts.
And always remember, if you take a penny, you find a penny on the floor, and I mean literally on the street. Let's go down the street. You find one penny on one corner, and then by the time you get to the opposite end of that block, you done packed up so many pennies. That's the same thing that happens with your skin when you wind up adding these chemicals to your body and or your skin and or your hair. It's the same concept. You keep putting little by little by little. Eventually, at one time, it's really just going to weigh on you, and it's actually going to wind up getting you ill and or have maybe a good effect, maybe a bad effect. We don't know. Just take that top, take that and put it in the top of your head. Little by little by little does make a difference on the body as well.
Yeah. So part of when I formulate, I definitely do my research as far as trying to make sure that whatever I'm preserving is, sometimes I may have to do a combination. You have to research the product and find out what this thing prevents, what does it kill, whether it's mold, yeast, bacteria. These are all these things that can come into a product. And that's the reason why sometimes you got to be careful with a lot of stuff that people make in their kitchen that they would make for themselves, and then they go shipping it out. By the time the heat and everything else starts brewing like an incubator, by the time it gets to you, even if you don't see it, it could be toxic. So you have to, be real careful. You have to be responsible with making products for people.
All
so
right,
what do we
quick,
have here? You scroll down to the next.
All right, this is our initial label. I believe we have updated.
Oh
the
yeah,
to that one.
We got to update that picture.
Yet the product is still exactly the same. It has various plants and hydrating extracts, so we know that.
That's the hair butter cream, right? So moisturize hair with herbal infusions, because we do infuse the base of the products. The liquid base is not just water. We infuse it with the herbs before we mix it and everything else.
Ready?
Yep, I'm ready. Protect the face with butter and herbs. That's our daily moisturizer. I will be coming out with some more moisturizers. So right now we have that one. I wanted something that was gentle but gives good effects as well. It's rich. That one, I believe it has like the aloe, the dandelion, chamomile, and all this other stuff in there. It's really great.
Brother Ron, I see that you have a statement.
He says, I am being schooled. Great info.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome, Brother Ron.
You're welcome.
That's what we're here for. We're here to actually let people know exactly what they're getting into. I don't think there's many companies. I don't know. I haven't seen any that actually sit down and actually show people specifically why they do create what they create. I haven't seen it. I see them come up with these fake doctors, or this, or at the bottom of the screen it says actor portrayal. I'm not gonna believe if you had to pay somebody to say this, then I'm not gonna believe you. I'm not gonna believe you actually it had something to work. I'm gonna be honest, because that means you paid somebody. You pay somebody. Listen, you pay me to say something on social media or on TV. I'm gonna say what you pay me for, because that's what you pay me for.
That's right.
But if it's
Ron said
somebody,
right.
yeah,
Ron
Ron said
agreed.
right. Appreciate you. Yes,
Mhm.
that's very true. So it's like me. I've done commercials before.
He sure did.
I've done commercials, and they tend to. I said, are you part of this actual what was it, the beer? I said, absolutely not.
Oh yeah.
They said, well, why are you in the commercial? I said, because they paid me to be in the commercial.
Exactly.
What do you want me to do? I'm not gonna make believe.
In my hand.
Pay me.
That's
Give
right.
me the moolah. Where's the money? Give me the money. I like it, the money.
So what is this one here? Wash and condition without hidden toxins. Yes. So it's pretty much the same. You know, preservatives do not release formaldehyde. You
Can
wanted
you-
to mention something.
Talk about SLSs.
Oh, okay. So SLS free, silicone free, plastics free, swine free. So sodium lauryl sulfate is kind of like it's a detergent and a surfactant. You would normally see it like in your dishwasher. It's very, very harsh. It's very strong, and in shampoos, it can overly strip your hair. And then some people have bad reactions to it. I'm one of them. So I had to find sulfate-free surfactants, and all my surfactants are vegan, vegetable-based surfactants. They lather well, they clean well. I even have one, I think it's in the Paradise. That one works like a clarifying shampoo. So if you need something like really, really, clean to get that gel out and all other stuff in your hair, or if you just got oily hair, the Paradise one would be good. What else you wanted to say? I saw you mentioning to me.
I was gonna say that let's also inform those that are watching, whether they're new or old. We want them to understand that one of the reasons why Top to Bottom was created was because we got tired of utilizing these over-the-counter products and realizing we're not getting what we're paying for.
Not getting what we're paying for. And I was having the reaction to everything.
Right. And at a point in your life, you got to understand something. You don't keep hitting. In other words, let me put layman's terms. Okay, maybe somebody might understand it. If I keep hitting my head against the wall and keep saying "ouch," when do I stop? Right. Eventually, I got to stop.
I used to say, why did it like the mouse that keeps going after the electric cheese?
Like, come on now. Eventually,
attached to the
the
electric prong.
Like, matter of fact, you said that. I'll bring a real funny one. Let's not forget how in Tom and Jerry, this is one of my favorite cartoons. Tom and Jerry would always bother that dang on dog.
The bulldog, right?
And drew the white line on the ground and said, "You can't do nothing." Still right there. And the dog kept barking in his face. He was looking at him. All of a sudden, he walked away. The dog looked down and said, "Oh, so that's what it is." And moved his house a little bit closer and just waited. And the moment he came by, got him. That's the same thing. Eventually, you got to realize that it ain't working, and you got to find a better way to make things happen. So that's
anyone too young for Tom and Jerry, look it up.
Well, yeah, look it up. It's out there. My bad. I put myself out there. All right, let me scroll down.
Well, hold on. I'm not finished because we have to deal with the silicones, the silicone free.
Right.
So the shampoos don't have silicone as well. And I know sometimes a lot of us that gets a shampoo that we feel works, it's really because it's the silicone. It's almost like a plastic coating. And it gives you the illusion that it's working, that something is working in your hair because it gives you that glide. But what happens is that it creates a seal over your hair strand. And then throughout the rest of the week, nothing's getting in. So if you go to treat your hair or, you wonder like, why is I wash and condition my hair, but yet why is my hair always dry? It started out feeling nice. That's because nothing else got in after that. It just kind of like made a shield over it.
And let's keep in mind when she refers to get in, she's talking about the hair follicles.
Yeah,
the hair follicles on your hair is actually just like your skin. It's called a follicle. That follicle has an opening. It opens like a flower and it closes like a flower.
Shaft.
So, matter of fact, if anybody knows about tulips, this is a perfect example. Tulips during the day they open to allow the sunlight and everything natural elements to come in. And at night it closes up because it doesn't want anything to get inside.
Oh yeah, like the lily.
So therefore, when you think about that concept, why would something in nature that's so beautiful protect itself from the natural environment that it's in? Your hair is doing the same exact thing. if it senses that something's on there that's not supposed to be there, it's gonna close, it's gonna tighten. Then you're trying to figure out why your hair's breaking off, your hair feels all hard, it's not getting moist, it's not getting smooth. It sounds like you're brushing bristles every single day. It's because your hair shaft now looks like a pine tree.
And then the thing is too, you're coating it and it's looking nice. Like, now granted, some of the things do seem like they work, but it's just the overtime thing. The overtime thing is because the nutrients is not getting in. So as I noticed, I started having hormonal balances and chemical changes and reactions to things. I had to research these things and found out that I was low porosity. And that's the reason why I wasn't getting the nutrients, because my hair shaft closes up and it needs to be open. So I started using steam and getting products that can actually penetrate the hair shaft. And so when I start making stuff, I want to make things that actually penetrate the hair shaft and give it what it needs. And that's why it starts to actually get healthy over time. So like that hair butter, about that hair butter cream, so I think that's pretty much it.
Let's not forget about swine free.
Swine free, so that's good.
There's no pork byproducts in there.
Right. So if you're halal or anything like that, kosher, right, you can use our product.
Halal, right? Okay, brighten the body and the skin and body. Responsible for formulated extracts, AHA, BHA. You want to?
That's the brighten. What's going on with mine?
A quick insight to what the AHA.
And alpha hydroxy acids and beta hydroxy acids. Now, if anyone has purchased the brightening soap, that has the kojic acid in it. So it's these kind of botanicals that are used for brightening the skin, or sometimes they'll have, like, I don't know if anyone ever used a acne wash or something like that. It may have like salicylic acid in it. Also, that's something, it works. It gets the bacteria out, but it's actually rooted. It comes from, from natural stuff. With it, I think it's the white birch. White birch. So these things are rooted in botanicals. And so they found a way to extract those enzymes and use it the right way for skin problems. So you might have, like with my toner, I have niacinamide that helps with the wrinkles and things like that. And then the kojic acid to help with the dark spots. And I will be coming out with some other things, like with the salicylic acid and some other things. And also I have a vitamin C serum that also helps with dark spots and brightening the skin. So that's what all those AHAs and BHAs is dealing with. So now we have our customer section. I don't know if it's connecting, because I know some more reviews came through.
Yeah, this is from a month ago.
I know some came in recently.
Yeah, it's missing some new stuff. Yeah.
And anyone else who's used a product and want to put a review in, please go to Google so I can have all my current reviews up.
And this is a very important spot here. This is at the very same home page. This is where you can communicate with us. As you see, name, email, phone number, other notes, and of course, sign up for the email list, updates, promotions, and more. Especially when we have our giveaways. Our giveaways is something, if you watch the YouTube page that we have on top to bottom, you see that we've had some serious game nights.
I can't wait to bring the game shows back.
And we've had some fantastic game shows. We had some fantastic game nights. We had people laughing and cracking up, and of course, me being a big old clown, I went all out. I went all out. I didn't have anything on, nothing like that, but I went all out. I made sure everybody was having a laugh, even though everybody was virtual. But everybody came back, called us on the phone.
Yeah, people are very competitive. Oh my goodness! My God!
There was people actually getting at each other while in the chat room. That was kind of cute as well. All right, let me.
I think.
Of course, our phone number.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, our phone number is listed as well, so you have our phone number to contact us. You have our hours of operation. That would definitely tell you exactly when you purchase something. Don't forget that it's all handmade products.
Mhm.
So as a handmade product, it takes time to make sure that it's sustainable.
Right.
That's the big key, because we don't want to send you something that's going to wind up going haywire. I like to use the word haywire because we don't know what you're going to do when you get it. Preferably, you stick to the
How can we
instructions.
reach you through Beeper?
Through Beeper. Listen,
They still make those?
I really think they still have a Beeper.
Well, I want one.
I think I really do believe.
Listen, I'm gonna see if I can get one.
Because that'd be pretty neat. I'll be honest. I like looking at that thing upside down. Like, oh, they right. Hello.
I remember we used to
hello.
type, to use the numbers and type in code
Yes.
to make the numbers look like words. Oh my gosh, you just took me back.
Thank you, Brother Ron. Appreciate you. This is our mailing list. As you see, this is where Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. That's most of the places, the most common places. I believe that we're connected to WhatsApp, if I'm not mistaken. I believe.
No, I'm still trying to get my WhatsApp business account, I think.
Okay.
On
all
that.
right.
We are on Thread, Instagram, yeah, Pinterest.
Pinterest.
Mhm.
Okay. Of course, our terms and conditions, we got to have that up there. People tend to forget that, I found,
Mhm.
okay, and I got to be honest about this one. And maybe those that are actually here listening to this, they may agree, they may disagree, but guess what? At the end of the day, it's the truth. 99% of people choose not to read and then complain about something that if they would have read something, they would have realized what they're complaining about doesn't have any validity whatsoever. So, of course, our terms and conditions are up there as well, so that they can actually read it. If they choose not to read it, that's their choice.
Actually, this blog, I'm surprised it's still there because I tried to move that. This one, I think it's one of the little hiccups where I tried to make a separate section. It might be up there in the tab because I wanted to make a blog section where I was going to put all my articles and information so can teach you about like some of these things that we're talking about to, further educate you on things. So I don't know. Is there anything else down at the bottom?
No, we're gonna go right to
So let's go back to the top. Let's go back to the top.
Oh, you want to go back to the stop?
Yeah, because the menu, the My Story.
Okay, your story.
That's
These
me.
eyes,
Me and my her.
I cry every night for you.
All right, scroll down.
These eyes cry every
Can you
night
scroll down?
for you.
Ron, get your cousin.
Forever and even. Oh, my bad.
All right,
Okay.
scroll down. So that's the story of how I got started. Okay. I don't know. I don't know if we should either read that or they can go and read that. Y'all go on the website and read my story.
Yeah, go
Toxic free.
Yeah, just go in there and read it. This gives you more detail of what we just talked about on why we had to go this route as far as making our own products and making sure that it's something sustainable that's healthy.
All right, so this is the store, and this is what I really need your critique on, like honest.
Honest. Hold on now. Hold on.
What?
Hold on. One thing about people is this: they will talk about you when you're looking the other way, but when you're looking there in their face, you can have a booger in your nose. I've seen it with my own eyes.
Well, that's true. That's why
people will stand there talking to a person with a booger in their nose or food in their teeth, and they'll be like, "Yeah, well, we have blah blah blah, yep," but don't even say nothing about the other person. But the minute they turn around, like, did you see how they had that booger hanging? Did you see they were eating
I'm the opposite.
broccoli?
I'll pull them to the side, let them know.
Well, I won't.
I'll go like this.
I'll come real close to them. I'll be like one of these numbers.
I want
You
it.
got something hanging. I'm just saying. So this is where we
So
need.
what is this?
We need our viewers, our friends and families, and well, not even our family, because sometimes our family will tell you a lie. We need our social media family. Let's put it like that. Our social media family to let us know how and what may be better on this website. Okay.
Well, this here, I think we got to fix. I think you were asking me about this.
Well, this is
that gift thing.
This list here. What?
What does it say? Pam, be a friend, looking for a gift to impress. Oh no, I fixed it.
Yeah, you fixed it because up on
Okay.
top, that's the Google reviews.
The
link.
Google reviews. Okay.
So if anybody wants to have the Google review link, that's the link up on top.
Mm-hmm.
So all they gotta do is copy and paste. 2 steps: copy, paste, put in review. Okay?
All right. So let's go down.
Mm-mm.
That's my little banner.
But,
So here we go. We have our products categories on the left, pictures on the right. If you notice on the top right where there's a carrot drop down, so you can pick by most popular,
newest,
A to Z. If you need to go by price,
high, low, low, high.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody came in. Greetings. I see somebody.
Dr. Linda.
Dr. Linda, good evening, and thank you for joining us.
So good to see you.
Welcome.
Hope you're enjoying your Sunday. Dr. Linda, we are going through the website with a little tour and asking for everyone to give me some critique, some suggestions, also, and receive information on how to navigate on our website. And then just in case people were looking for certain things, didn't know that we had them. You know, we're just kind of taking through a walkthrough. All right. So how do you want to do it? You want to go through?
Well, let's start off with what
pictures?
we have here on the far left first.
The far
Of course,
left.
we have our leave-in infused oils,
Mm-hmm.
creams and butters, pomades.
Mm-hmm.
Here I go with the polo ponies. Anybody remember what polo ponies?
No.
I'm going. Polo ponies. Anybody who knows about polo ponies, just put a hand up inside the chat room. Put a hand up. Polo ponies. Remember that one. Polo ponies, just in case. Because I tried to name something a polo pony. I got screamed at. I'm just saying. I like polo ponies. Polo ponies. Or better yet, Peloponnese is the better word to put it. That's the way it's supposed to be pronounced. Peloponnese. I'm just saying. Peloponnese. All right. Just remember.
Peloponnese, actually. Peloponnese.
Okay, so we have the pomades and the sprays, fragrance candles, skin, body, creams, lip conditioner, washes, shampoo.
Oh, where's my lip conditioner?
Face wash, bars. Then, of course, we have the men's line, which is quite surprising because here's the funny thing. I have reached out to many, many females, and I asked them simply, "You got a man with a beard?" They said yes. I said, "Okay, well, check this out, try this out, see how this works for him or her, whatever." And I said her because, of course, if she wants to say she likes the way it smells, she may put it on her legs. You know, listen.
Well, that did happen. If somebody bought a whole set for their husband, and she started using the face wash, because it was clearing up her pimples.
This is that's that. Yeah. I'm glad you mentioned that one. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the men's line. Conditioners, rinse out, deep conditioners, face serums, creams, and elixirs. Now, of course, as you click on this, it's going to show you everything that's inside that section as well. So each one of these that highlights, you click on it, and it just gives you specifically everything that's inside that category. So instead of scrolling through all 30-something products in one slide, you can actually just come over here and say, you know what, I'm thinking about a butter, or I'm thinking about a lip conditioner, or a face wash. You just pop over here and you take it. But if you're one of those persons like myself that don't mind scrolling through everything at one time,
you may want to go through the A to Z then, right?
Then you go right through A to Z, exactly. Or you go through low to high. If your budget constricted, then you go low to high. If you have no budget, then you go high to low. Because at the end of the day, a gift to someone is something pleasant, and they may even like you more so because you introduce them to something better. So just for giggles, we're going to do A to Z. How about that?
All right.
Okay. So as we go A to Z, this is what happens. So now you get a mixture of everything that's lettered from A to Z. So as you see, it's a mix of things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you have some men products, you have women products, you have candles. So this is what happens when you go A to Z. You get a mix of everything. So if you're not into getting a mix of everything, you know what? You want to narrow it down. Then, of course, you go back. And you say, okay, you know what? No, I'm looking at something for more specific for, let's say, the skin. All right. So instead of going through A to Z, you go in and you say, you know what? Creams. That sounds something I can deal with. Creams.
Well, skin. You said skin, so you will go down to
skin. Go down the skin. So now we're going to look at everything for the skin.
Did you click skin?
I
Skin
sure
is right
did.
there. Lotion, body, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Skin,
okay.
lotion, body cream, lip conditioner. So body cream, lip conditioner, and of course
And
the
the
color
colored
lip
lip
conditioner.
conditioner,
Right? So then of course we come back, we go to
which
infuse.
there are no toxic colors
You know, I wanted to touch on that one.
in that lip. You know, because I know a lot of people doing lip gloss and they're using with that Versagel, which is like a plastic, and then they're using some kind of like metals, like the dye have metals, and they got stuff that shouldn't even be allowed. So I had to make sure that what I was using was safe.
Now let's talk about the lip conditioner real quick for a moment.
The plain one,
The plain lip conditioner. Okay.
I love it.
We're going to talk about this right here. And again, this is not a paid commercial. This is something of facts here. As we know, lip conditioner. Now, I don't know if I should say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I love kissing my wife. Okay.
You better.
And I know that there's many people out there that love just as much as I do kissing their significant other, even if it's their children. Right? Now, I know at one time in your life, you got kissed by somebody who had some really jacked up lips.
It's traumatizing.
And from that point on, you turned around and said, I don't want to get kissed any longer by anyone. Because you don't want to feel that jab from that cracked lip. Or you're looking at somebody got a big old crack right down the center of their lip and be like, ooh, that look like it hurt. It look, ooh. And then
that ain't going to work.
you squinting at them, but they don't know why you're squinting. You tell them, no, it's the sun. There's sunlight in my face. But we're in the middle of the night. What you talking about? I don't know that. Well, check this out.
Because I definitely made that to definitely do what it's supposed to do.
And one of the greatest ingredients that you have in there, I believe, is the hyaluronic acid.
Hyaluronic acid is in there because it brings the hydration into the lips, like inside. That one is very good. And also the babasu. Babasu is also
I call it babusu.
I think I'm saying it wrong too.
Because
I think it's babasu. I don't know. Anybody Brazilians out here?
Ron, I told you.
Tell me how to say it right.
And anybody who's watched anybody who's ever watched any of our lives, I'm like a jokester. I love to be funny. So I believe it's called babusu. Right?
Babasu. BABASSU.
Babusu. Because
Babusu
too many sounds like
Usu,
like my third cousin of my cousin.
No, we're not naming it after your third cousin from your cousin. It's named after Brazilian tree.
Okay. The babusu tree was grown in Africa and then transported to Brazil. No, I don't know.
What else is in that thing that's so lovely?
All right, look here now. Hyaluronic acid, as weird as it sounds, is actually a hydrating factor ingredient, right? Now, I went out and I started looking at all these other companies out there that have, the sticks and the gels.
They just throw beeswax together with a couple of butter.
Exactly.
And some cheap cooking oil.
Exactly. I even found one that had petroleum jelly in it. I'm just saying. They had petroleum jelly in there. And the first thing I thought about is, well, dang, I used to use petroleum jelly back in the day and used to put pounds of it on. But then, of course, when I started sweating, I started feeling very uncomfortable. And I didn't like the way I felt.
Uncomfortable.
Then next thing you know, I started feeling a little queasy. And I couldn't deal with that no more. Until I saw this girl, she got into a fight. She done put a whole lot on. And I said,
that's probably the only thing it's good for.
She said, because I didn't want to get my face scratched up. I said, well, dang it, I ain't touching that no more like that. But anyway, the moral of the story is that this thing here is fabulous. Okay? It's very good for the lips.
Yeah, we've gotten a lot of compliments about that.
And of course, the women that want colors, we have the colors as well. This way, you don't have to put no petroleum jelly or any. Look here now. I'm gonna say one more. This other thing here. I'm gonna say it.
Is it gonna?
One of the other things that I made sure my wife didn't do was have a whole lot of nonsense lipstick on. Because if that lipstick ever got on my white shirt, I used to wear a lot of white shirts. If that lipstick ever got on my white shirt and I couldn't take it out, there was a problem. We ain't talking about buying a new one. We talking about relationship over. We ain't talking. I ain't wasting no more time on you. because I can't deal with that colorization messing up my shirts. I'm just
Well,
saying.
then for that, get the plain lip conditioner.
But lo and behold, we have found a way to actually make it work. And then, of course, we have our cocoa butter body cream with, of course, the infamous hyaluronic acid.
And that's what usually that's what's pulling the moisture in with the butter. It's pulling the butter in, it's pulling the nutrients in, and it also has what do you call it? I think it's I'm losing my brain. Alatin. Alatin also helps with like skin tone and things like that. Allantoin, that's what it's called. Allantoin. And so, you got your honey. So you got all these things that's bringing the hydration in, and then that's what's allowing it to last on your skin. So it doesn't have to sit on top. It actually absorbs. I try to make things that absorb into the pores so that you can actually get the benefits from it. So I love the russet. That's my favorite color one. I like to use that one. And a little bit goes a long way, and it's not overbearing.
So, of course, this is how you pick your colors. Relationship over. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's hear it now. You put anything on my white shirt, and I couldn't get it out of my white shirt.
That's why he don't wear white shirts no more.
Yeah. But why did you have to spoil my fun? You spoiled my fun. Okay, well, back to Mr. Hammersham.
All right, get back to the lip conditioner.
We're gonna jump over to the customer.
He's trying to get
I'm trying to
get a 2-piece over here.
I'm trying to save my good looks. All right, as we see when you come to the product, of course, you have your scents. So you have a drop down.
Oh yeah, show the drop down of the
for whatever fragrance you want inside it. Because again, let's not forget.
Can you see it? Can it drop? Oh, I don't think they can see it.
It's about 3, 2, 1, click.
Well, how come mine's ain't doing that?
Well, that's a very good version. I see that there's a delay.
Oh yeah.
It might be a delay. But in the drop down, you have your different fragrances. Yeah, the frankincense and myrrh, pumpkin spice, pumpkin sandalwood, peachy cashmere, citrus bowl of energy, fields of lavender, the Carolina roses, the cocoa vanilla, watermelon grapefruit, mango bliss, and of course unscented.
Mm-hmm.
No more white shirts. Absolutely, brother Ron. No more white shirts. I couldn't wear any white shirts. It's been a few decades now. A few decades. No white shirts. No white shirts. Okay, and yeah, there's a drop down for every product. So whenever you see there's multiples, just click on it, and of course, it's going to show you that there's a drop down, or like in the lip conditioner, it shows you the actual colors of the colors that you have.
And I'm going to be making some more. It's like you said, we're a small business. We're doing this by ourselves, so we have to buy the ingredients. We have to test it. Everything is trial and error.
And we
got to create the formulas, research the formulas for safety. Make sure we get the right measurements, and more trial and error to see what works.
Yeah.
And
most of the time, I'm the guinea pig.
Yeah. Anybody else want to sign up to be guinea pigs? I need some more guinea pigs.
I have very sensitive skin. I have very, very proof is in the pudding. Very sensitive skin.
Reach out to me, anybody that want to be a guinea pig.
I get dirt from outside on my skin. I get these little bumps, and I get very, very uncomfortable. I get very, very angry. I have very, very sensitive skin. So even down to how we make our products, I'm the test subject, and I don't mind being a test subject due to what better test subject is someone that has sensitive skin. So guess what? If it don't work on me, we ain't putting it in the store. We're not selling it to society or anyone. We're not doing that.
So we
got to give it to somebody who I don't like, but no, we're not.
No, we're not doing that either.
Okay.
The Brighten Beauty Bar for hyperpigmentation. That's the one with the kojic acid, lemon, honey, and a whole bunch of other great goodies in there if you read the descriptions
Right.
later on. So that's definitely good. That's for the face or the body, wherever you having scars and you just want to work
Then we
on
have
that.
the detox face wash.
The detox face wash is
Now we have
very
two different
nice.
kinds. Brother Ron says
He
I
will test one. All right.
All right.
All right.
Okay. That'll work. That will definitely work. Hit us up in the chat bot or send us an email.
I'll send you the information on how we can go about it.
And
How
we'll go about it that well.
Mhm.
Even as we see here, we have a detox face wash and we have a detoxifying beard and face wash.
Mhm.
Now, you got to understand this. The reason why there's two different kinds of face wash
Mhm.
is because one is designed with ingredients for men
Mhm.
due to how it has the African black soap, the Kaolin clay, and the aloe vera.
Now they both have the African black soap in
Right.
it, but there are also different things in the beard one to help get under, to clear the bumps
Right.
and help with the hair growth.
Right. And I'm glad you said that because I was going to ask you to do that, because what tends to happen is this. A lot of guys, even myself, that have a beard, some guys have very long beards, right?
Mhm.
And what tends to happen is that they fail to do one major thing, which is pick the beard up and wash it upwards so they can get under here,
Mhm.
right? So even though you may go to the barber and they start using a razor underneath here,
Mhm.
you don't see what's going under there. And all of a sudden, a couple days later, you start getting this reaction and you don't know what it is. We made sure that when you wash under here, it prevents any buildup of what's that word you used? I forgot. Now I had a brain fart. It
When
didn't
you
smell.
washing,
Most guys fail to wash under here, so they get a buildup. They get oil buildup.
like that oil, they get clogged pores,
right, they
they
clogged
get
pores,
that ingrown hairs and stuff.
pimples, all that stuff. And they
Mhm.
want to saying that it's something that they don't know what about. It's because you're not washing under there. That's what it is. So this is why we had to make sure that the product that we use, because since you're so busy washing like this, at least now when you go this way, what you're supposed to do is go from bottom to the top to the tip. You're
Yeah.
supposed to bring it out this way.
Exactly.
They always do this instead of going down.
Because
You're not
even if
supposed to
you
do
don't
this.
have a big beard, a large beard,
you're supposed to come
you
from
want to
underneath.
wash around under that hair. You want to get in there real good.
Yeah. So we made
And-
sure that we made something specifically for the skin to actually for what when they miss that moment, they actually have something hydrating the skin and making sure the skin stays healthy and it stays clean as well.
Yeah.
All right. So now we're gonna move on to the shampoo.
The Indian
is-
Rose
this is your
moisturizing
favorite part.
shampoo. I love the Indian Rose moisturizing shampoo. That, and the funny thing happened with that situation was that I have a Slippery Rose shampoo. That one is made with African black soap. Now the thing with African black soap is that if your hair is dyed, it's not dye friendly. Naturally, that's just how it is. So I wanted to make something that wouldn't affect if you have colored hair or anything like that, but still have that slip while it's washing and give and have the same nutrients. And I still wanted to use rose because roses have a long history of being very good for hair, softening the hair, naturally giving it the vitamin C and things that it needs. So that moisturizing shampoo is literally what it does. Like it moisturizes and it detangles, and I love it. I'm really proud of that one.
We're gonna jump real quick to the passion fruit face wash.
Oh gosh, that's another one that I like.
Reason why I want to jump over to the passion fruit face wash is due to how the passion fruit face wash, ironically, ladies and gentlemen, families and friends, this was an item that we put onto social media to pick.
It sure was. It was part of the poll.
That's right. We went and we put a poll up. We asked society what would they like.
Yeah.
And we asked them to tell us what they would like, and we created what they said they liked.
So we did the passion fruit, watermelon, and something else, maybe green tea or whatever. I don't know, something. And the passion fruit won the poll. And I started making the passion fruit line.
And now after making the passion fruit face wash, this is a face wash where I couldn't say honestly why. All I can say is that it smells great. It works great, and females are going. I want to say
because it cleanses.
very happy with it.
Yeah, it cleanses, but then it doesn't leave your face dry. Like the balance is nice, and it has a very nice. That passion fruit is very nice,
Okay.
and it has fruit enzymes in it. It has the complex fruit enzymes that help. So even if you have like blotchy skin, that helps. It almost works like how the vitamin C works, but it gets in there. It's really nice.
Okay, the Paradise sulfate-free shampoo. Here's another funny story about the Paradise shampoo. We created the Paradise shampoo, and of course, my quirkiness, I wanted to have something that sounds different.
You sure did.
Right? So instead of calling it Paradise, like the normal Paradise, we call it Paradise, which means two dice. We know what Paradise is. So it's two of something, right?
Mm-hmm.
The greatest thing is that when you actually utilize this product, you are actually looking and thinking of yourself being on a beach somewhere in some island because of the aromas that just emanate.
It has like a passion fruit.
Oh, it's
coconut, like a pina colada passion fruit, like kind of aroma, and it's very nice. It lathers very well, and it's a strengthened one. So if you have that moment where you need protein in your hair, then that'll be the week that you wash your hair with the Paradise. And it's light clarifying, so it can, you definitely moisturize your hair afterwards.
And a quick tip: the reason why I came with the name Paradise is because many years ago, as a kid growing up, there was this one sun protection type thing that they used to use at the beach. It came in a brown bottle. I don't remember what the name is, but there was something.
The Hawaiian thing?
I think it was the Hawaiian thing. I don't remember.
Hawaiian Silky?
And it always stood inside my brain as a kid growing up.
Coppertone.
No, it wasn't Coppertone.
Oh.
It was actually just a brown bottle. It didn't have. It was just a brown bottle with a black cap.
Oh.
And it was almost everybody at the beach had one of these when I was a kid growing up, and all I smelled was nothing but tropicals and pina coladas.
Oh, I think I know you're talking about. I forgot.
So that's the reason. That's another reason why I came with the word Paradise.
Tropical sun or something like that.
So the last one here is going to be the Slippery Rose African Black Soap Shampoo. Mm-hmm. Very quickly, please.
Yeah, so it's the black African soap, but it also is infused with rose and fenugreek and flax seeds, actually. And
what's the benefit behind the flax seeds?
Well, flax seeds, it creates a nice little slur, which helps get the tangles out of your hair while it's washing, and it's high in vitamin C, and is known to help grow hair.
You said it has a what? A slur?
Yeah, slur. Like it makes like a slip. Slur. I don't want to say snot.
Slur.
Slur. Like slip. Like it gives you like a little slip. And because sometimes what happens is African soap in general can be a little drying. So I wanted to make something that can still have that cleansing property, but not dry you out. And so it's a nice combination of the two.
Okay, let's jump over to conditioners and rinse outs. Okay, conditioner and rinse out. Got the Slippery Rose rinse out with roses, hibiscus, marshmallow root. Did I say that right? Marshmallow root.
Marshmallow root.
Marshmallow root.
And Panthenol B5, which is a conditioner to help soften the hair. It's a beautiful vitamin B5. It should be in most of your things for hair.
Nice and very catchy. The name you gave it. Thank you, Dr. Lynn. Yes, thank you. Appreciate that one. Yes. Well, listen, even down to the candle line, which we're gonna get into next. You're gonna see a lot of quirky names, and for me, I always believe that if you have something that's catchy, that's what's gonna stay inside a person's head. Look here. I could tell you like this right now, and this is not a paid commercial. This is not a paid commercial, nor are we getting paid by this company. But how many people drive down the road and see a store, and all of a sudden you pause, and inside your head you start singing the song of the store you just saw? Like for me, I drive down, I see O'Reilly, like O'Reilly
Auto Parts.
I'm just saying.
We do that all the time.
So this is why I always thought of something catchy. Because if it's something catchy, that's gonna stick. I mean, look here now. Look here now. Palopones. I'm just saying. I'm gonna go back to it again. Mr. Hamsham and the Palopones. Okay. Or better yet. Yeah. What's the other one? What's the other one? The safe light. Safe light repair. Safe light remediate.
Yeah.
You know, we see the van go by and we look at each other. Safe light repair. Safe light replay. And I'm like, no, we're not replacing this windshield. No, there ain't nothing wrong with our windshield. Let somebody else deal with that. But it's just something catchy. It's just something catchy. Okay. Now, we're gonna jump in the candles real quick. Just real quick, gonna jump in the candles.
No, I'm looking. Hold on.
Oh, my bad. Hold on.
Because I noticed that the conditioner only has one of the conditioners. So I don't see. Are you on the whole thing? Because it should have had the Paradise should be a conditioner too, a deep conditioner.
The Paradise deep conditioner
And a rinse out.
I think we gotta add it. I think that's what's missing.
Okay. All right. See, it's a good thing we're looking.
Yes. All right.
All right. So let's go to the candles.
All right. So okay, this is where all the catchy tunes and stuff for my quirkiness and my point of always being humorous comes into play, right?
The world of candles,
right? And of course, making the candles is for me is one of the biggest things. I'm really heavily into making sure these candles work very well and give the people who buy them their money's worth. Okay, because I believe in making sure you know what, I'm paying this money, I'm happy with it, and I'm gonna continue paying for it because I know it works and I know it's very good. So let's just take a couple of here real quick, okay? The very first one is olive citrus, right? Olive. Like, why would you call it olive citrus? Because it's olive. It's citrus and olive together. So combine them together is olive, right? Now, one of my favorite ones here, besides this one here, this one of course is our signature series.
Oh, you still got some butterscotch up there, I know.
Yes, I got butterscotch up there.
Oh, okay, that one's nice.
I still got a butterscotch in it. The Garcia. The Garcia is our signature series candle as well. That
smells like pastry, right? And scotch or something, like I don't know. It's just nice. It smells like it smells like money.
A pastry with scotch.
It's like money dessert.
It's a money dessert. But I want to go to the one that's more interesting, which is the Minto Latte.
Oh, I love the Minto Latte.
The Minto Latte. When you think of Minto Latte, all of a sudden you're thinking about that spearmint that's dropped inside the coffee and you're running. Ours is a whole lot different. A whole lot different. You're not going to get that real strong like that. You're going to get something even more nicer. Okay, just for giggles. And of course, the Paradise.
Yeah, we love this smell so much. We decided to make a candle.
Absolutely, made a candle after it because we knew the Paradise shampoo, the Paradise conditioner was shooting off our list. Everybody kept adding it to their repertoire, to their regimen, to their journey. We said, you know what? Since you like the Paradise so much, we're gonna make a Paradise shampoo with it, and candle rather. And now, after you wash your hair at the Paradise, you can actually sit back with your glass of wine, your scotch or bourbon, or hey, whatever it is that floats your boat, a glass of orange juice. Sit back, smell the candle as it's burning, and you can just close your eyes and you see yourself in paradise, wherever that may be. Right. So this is why a lot of them came up with we came up with a lot of quirky names, even down to the Mizraim. Right, the Mizraim, for those that are into musks aromas, this is the rose oud and the frankincense and myrrh. So you're getting that. I want to say
like Egyptian, because you know that's the name that they use to reference Egypt in the Bible. If anyone reads that, so yeah, we chose that because I love the way that name sounds, Mizraim. So I was like, yeah, you know,
it's a sense of loyalty. Straight royalties. It's like, you know, you stand there.
Nice. It's a nice.
Right. All right. So let's go to something real quick here. It's important, which is the face elixirs and serums. Because I know a lot of women out there, a lot of guys out there, they're concerned about their face. So as I step away real quick for just one moment, can you follow through with that one?
I sure can. Well, do I need to go over there?
Nope. Let's talk about it.
All right, then. All right, well, guys, the first one we have is the toner. I'm going to make some more toners, but I definitely wanted to focus on the glycolic toner because if anyone knows, glycolic acid has a very nice benefit. And I wanted to go over some of those benefits to, hold on.
I had to switch out the mouse, and I'm not talking about the mouse that runs in the cage.
So the glycolic acid is one of those AHAs or alpha hydroxy acids that we were talking about earlier. And this one helps with like removing dead cells. So it allows your skin turnover. So you can get that nice fresh look. So if you have like buildup skin, it's like a natural exfoliator. So after you wash your face and you go through your treatments, you do the toner, and then you can put your serum on. Like we have, I know we have a vitamin C serum, and then we have the roses and passion fruit essence serum over there.
That's
with the niacinamide.
The niacinamide? You want me to
and that also helps with wrinkles and things like that. Actually, I want to mention, hold on.
Now, again, everybody, the passion fruit line that we have is because that's what the poll requested from everyone.
That's what they wanted.
So
when you see
this passion fruit, you're like, why would they put that in it? It was selected by many people to have something in a passion fruit aroma.
And then not just the aroma, because there's actually extracts in there too. Right. So the extracts in there because they do have skin benefits. One of those other plants and fruits that is high in vitamin C and things that helps the skin. So I didn't mind. I didn't mind doing that as well. So the niacinamide helps to keep that nice firm skin, especially if you're struggling with or concerned about aging skin, dark spots. Like if you got large pores, it helps to close those pores so you can have a more smooth skin tone, and have it looking like glass.
And let's not forget, ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, and those that are watching and listening, and those that are recapping, there's no actor portrayals here making believe they're doctors. Okay, There's not a person sitting in a business suit and not a person sitting here with a lab coat on saying you need to buy this because it's going to work for you.
Right.
No. We're not getting paid to tell you this. We're giving you this information so that you can get yourself better. Because again, top to bottom is all about caring for the whole self. That's the reason why we said top to the bottom of your feet.
Because there's a lot of ingredients. Like you see a lot of things out there. I don't know how many people read the labels, and they market things that seem good. But then when you look inside and you find out that most of the majority of the things that they use are the plastics, and that's what's giving you the appearance of this smooth skin. So then like later on down the line, you're like, oh my gosh, why am I having a problem? It's because you just threw plastic over your skin and it felt like it was doing a good job, but really you either had some type of microplastic or silicone or some other little new thing that they have out there that's giving you the illusion so that they can save costs. Because these things are expensive. Buying extracts and stuff, it's not cheap.
Well, I always be like this. If you want good quality stuff, quality is always better than quantity. I've said it once. I've said it a gazillion times. Quality is way better than quantity. Because at the end of the day, you could sell 1 million pieces of an item and yet only have 5 people come back. Yet if you have something that has quality, you send that out there, you got a bunch of people coming back.
Right.
So it's self-explanatory.
So those 3 things we have the passion fruit. You got the toner, the wash, and the serum. The face cream is a daily face cream. The Tota Face collection has the Tota Rose Hip, which anyone who's familiar with rose hip seed oil, I infuse my own.
And there's a video about that.
And I make that rose hip oil. And then we have the face cream and then the vitamin C. So like if you just need those 3 things right there, you can use as a regimen. So after you wash your face, you put your serum on, and then you can choose to either have a cream or the oil or both, like depending if it's the winter time or if the weather is harsh. You can just, because a little dab will do you. I know sometimes at the nighttime I use the cream, and then the daytime I'll use the oil, the oil, the Tota oil. That's what I first started when I started getting into these elixirs. That I was so proud of that. The first time I woke up after using the Tota Elixir, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't even want to put any makeup on. I was just like, girl, you couldn't tell me nothing.
Just straight glowing.
Yes, skin just glowing.
All right, let's jump into the men's line real quick.
Yes, absolutely. Definitely
Okay.
important, which I'm going to be adding to this men's line. It's needed. All right, so let's start. What do you want to start with? Because the first one says a beard trio, which has the beard souffle, the
Right.
beard wash, and the beard oil.
Right.
So
Which we talked about the beard wash
we
already.
talked about the beard wash.
So let's talk about this beard souffle here for a moment.
Yes. So the beard souffle is like a leave-in conditioner for the beard, and it's not heavy.
Nope.
But it absorbs into the hair, like because of the oats. I put the colloidal oats, which I learned helps to also draw in moisture to the hair shaft. So you have that, the mango butter, and all those nice light but rich ingredients that goes in there, and it helps to detangle. We had one guy that was so happy he was able to finally use the comb.
I was just about to say that.
Oh yeah, he said I finally could use the comb on my
Here's the funny
beard.
thing. I've seen guys do it. They'll take a comb that has very fine teeth together,
Mhm.
put it into their beard, and when they swoop through the beard, you see all these chips of hair inside the actual comb. That's because they're breaking it off. But they
Mhm.
think they're doing something. Oh, wait a minute. Rub it
Ron
on.
says, so far, I'm very happy with the thing I purchased. Ron, I'm happy. I'm happy to hear it. I actually love that hair cream for
I'm
myself,
humbled that you are actually enjoying it.
I really, really am happy. I was really hoping, and when you said that you had the dry hair, I said, I hope this really works for him. I know it works for me. When I formulated for someone who had really dry hair, and it worked for them, so they can do their like the little braids and stuff for the winter. Like especially like sometimes the women want to braid the hair up before they put the wigs on, or if they have the children, they want to just put them in the, the ponytails or the cornrows for school or whatever. It helps. It helps keeps the hair hydrated for a long time.
Now, as for me, for myself and a family member,
mm-hmm.
we both, besides the fact that this is not a paid commercial, this is just me saying this, I personally enjoy more the balm and the oil,
mm-hmm.
right? Because for me, I like the continuous smell or the aroma.
Yeah, you like to smooth it down.
I mean, even sitting here, some of you may see that I continuously keep rubbing my beard, and it's because it feels so nice. Okay. One of the funny things I realized, and I probably said this one time or said it in the video, I know there's women out there that like to run their fingers through men's beards or their significant other beards, and it gets caught, and you see them struggling through it, and it makes me laugh because I seen a girl do that one time. She put her fingers in, and her fingers got stuck. It was very, very funny. And the first thing I said was, "You ain't got no top to bottom, so that's why I look that way." She just looked at me, and I said, "Don't worry about it. Here's a sample. Here's a sample. Try this out." Now, I can tell you like this: they still buying it, so I'm just saying. For me, I believe these are the best ones for a person like myself that has hard and harsh hair, especially at the beard area, because I've never taken care of my beard before. I didn't even know what follicles were, porosity was, all that stuff. I didn't know none of that stuff. All I know is that I used to just straight brush it, and I keep finding all these strands of hair inside my brush, and it was not a good feeling
because it was dehydrated. Yeah, it was dehydrated and it was snapping off. Mm-hmm.
Getting pulled out of there. Okay. So again, women that love beards, we have the men's line to protect the beard, helps the beard, because it's the same way a woman can take care of her hair on her head is the same way she needs to introduce, and I said it, yes, I said it, the same way she needs to teach her husband or her significant other how to maintain that beard. Because just because the beard is on the bottom of the chin, it's the same way on the top of the head. So the woman has to teach the man how to take care of that thing.
And if you notice, we have 2 beard oils now. We have a new stimulating beard growth oil that focuses on growing the beard. Everything in there is for percolating the cell, getting that growth cycle going.
So if you want a full beard, that's what you want to use.
I mean, both of them work very well. I think that one has more like potent, it has the mint, the clove.
Cloves, yeah.
Yeah. So it And we know that that's been proven to stimulate the hair growth.
I think that was it.
Pepper, black pepper oil stimulates the hair growth. So I mean, there's quite a few things in there.
We're going to turn into the blog now.
Okay. Well, I only have one thing up for the
Okay.
blog
We'll
right
go back to the
now.
store. All right.
So
Next.
as I start finishing writing my articles, they will be going in the blog sections to give you more information on these things. So like everything takes time, because remember, I have to create these things. I'm not buying them
We missed a
from
step.
from
We got to research it first.
Yeah.
Then, of course, you got to create. You got to formulate it.
I got to
And
research it.
then you can create it.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of steps
So all
involved.
those things take time. Measurements, formulas. It's like being a chemist.
Yeah, and it takes a lot. It takes a lot. And this is why I personally am humbled with our clients that have reached out to us and asked us for things, and or have purchased and continues purchasing from us, because it shows us that as much as we care about them, they care about us, and they value the product. Because at the end of the day, you can make the big box store very, very rich. Unfortunately, the big box store is not going to turn around and pay you for being unhealthy.
The leave-in sections, because I didn't get a chance to go to the sprays or the
Where we at?
body oils. Go up at the top. Leave-in infused stuff.
I know I missed one. My bad. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I did miss this one. Okay.
Right.
My bad, everybody.
Because we have the aloe vera rosemary.
Yes, Dr. Linda, 100%.
Spray. I know that one is another one that's a fan favorite. That one is really nice for the summer too. Like if you want to just like give yourself a quick hydration, it sprays the vitamins into your hair, maybe either before you comb it. There's some people who like to wear their hair curly, wet and go, or whatever, and then they can, moisturize their hair first. Or if they want to use it as a base after they wash their hair, and they hydrate that, put the vitamins in there, and then start styling for, whatever regimen you want to use. It's very great for that. I like using it when I'm just wetting my hair. What happened?
Oh, not my bad.
I was like, wait, I was just looking at something. The Paradise leave-in conditioner, detangler. Leave-in detangler. That's a leave-in detangler. Of course, it has that trademark Paradise smell.
Tropics.
And it detangles. So far, I've gotten no complaints about it. It has no buildup, at least not with me. I like to use that sometimes when I'm twisting, if I want something a little lighter. What else we got down here? Scroll down a little bit. My favorite herbal infused hair butter cream.
The avocado hair butter lotion.
For days. The avocado hair lotion is another one that's great. Hydration for days. It doesn't weigh your hair down, especially so if you have lighter hair or your texture is a little lighter and you don't want anything too heavy. That one is good, but you're still it still packs a punch in moisture. The avocado butter is amazing. Let's see. The calming oil is very good for those who are sensitive. There's no essential oils in there. It's just the calendula, the chamomile, marshmallow root, and that's to help soothe any skin issues that you have. So, and you can use it scalp, face, body, doesn't matter.
Now keep in mind, just a quick side note. I gave the calming soothing oil to I want to call him an associate because he's younger than I am.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't know what he's actually purchasing.
Mm-hmm.
But I know he has an acne problem because he's a young guy.
Mm-hmm.
And the funny thing is that he has not told me yet that his face is feeling a whole lot better. But I see it.
You see it, it looks better.
It looks better. It doesn't have those red dots anymore.
That's awesome.
Right. So I think what is that he's still trying to gear up to tell me how well it works.
Mm-hmm.
But he keeps forgetting I know already. But it's all right.
Yeah.
Good.
What else we got? The Phenoneme hair growth. This, man, Phenoneme, what happened?
The puppies.
They outside?
No.
Oh.
I think they're waking up. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. All right. So the hair growth oil is packed with so much. Of course, it has the fenugreek, which has been proven to grow hair. It has the biotin in it. It has the collagen. It has the MSM. All those things are you see it in a lot of the hair growth vitamins as well. It also has star anise. It has ashwagandha. It's like a whole list of infusion. It's just packs a lot.
Let's talk about that real quick.
Mhm.
One of the funniest things is this: when we talk about all these
And there's
ingredients,
no cheap oil. There's no cheap because you see a lot of people. If you look, you're gonna see that they got soybean oil as the base, cooking oil. That's all that is.
one of the things I explain to everybody when they ask me about a hair product, and I usually ask them, I say, well, it depends. Do you want to have your hair grow, or do you want to have your hair not grow?
Mhm.
And they just say, well, we want it to grow. So I automatically tell them about the Fenning hair growth oil.
Mhm.
Because I say to them, I said, if you ever want your hair to be something like, because I don't know what your hair porosity is, I don't know what your hair
Mhm.
type is, but if you can picture yourself in India
Mhm.
with the long hair all the way to the ankles, just think about that for a moment. We have ingredients inside, rather not. I think we because it's you and I, but I'm
Mhm.
just doing the packaging and you're doing all the work. You're doing the magic work. You have put all these ingredients that do make the hair grow.
Mhm.
Okay, so I ask the people, if you want your hair to grow, just think about that. So if all these ingredients and all these
Mhm.
wonderful natural herbs was used many years ago, and they had their hair strong many years ago,
Mhm.
this is the purpose of us making it this way as well.
And the ginseng, just added ginseng.
I want us to
To
talk.
the
I would like for you to talk about the newest one here,
okay, what is that?
the scented body gel.
The scented body oil gels. Now, I decided to make that because I love body oil gels. It's because I like the way, you know, you get the oil, but then it stays on for a long time. It's, rich. But I noticed that most of the oil gels on the market are made with some type of acrylic, plastic, and I didn't want that. I didn't want that for myself. So I had to try to find a way to make it to get the oil a nice thickness to a gel form and be safe. So that's why I made that. And if you look in there, we have quite a few fragrances. I don't know if you want to click in and do the drop down for that. We have
As we wait for this to show up, I gotta say this one.
okay.
I don't know about anybody
It
else.
lasts. It's nice. I
Okay.
like it.
If you laying in your bed and you got the
Okay.
itchy scratchy in the crack
What the hell?
because you done use something that has microplastics in there, think of it that way. Eventually, you're gonna cut up your sheets. So why do they keep adding these microplastics to give you this
Because it's
illusion?
cheaper.
The illusion that is keeping you silky smooth, but in actuality, you got the itchy scratchy, and that's not cool. Okay, unfortunately, I do not know why the drop down is not showing
Well, you're gonna have to read
on the actual website as we're streaming it. It might be because it's popping up in the secondary window. That's probably why. Yet there is cocoa vanilla, frankincense and myrrh, peachy cashmere, watermelon grapefruit, mango bliss, citrus bowl of energy, pumpkin spice, rosemary peppermint. I gotta say this. My niece bought the frankincense and myrrh. Okay. On top of buying the frankincense and myrrh, her husband, wait a minute. This is okay now. Her husband done swiped it from her because he likes.
Oh my gosh, he did?
Yes, he did. Because it smelled like frankincense and myrrh. He's a fanatic for frankincense and myrrh, so he swiped it from her. So I'm just saying, it. Men and women love this product. Okay, they just love this product. All right, the other one I want you to talk about real quick is the one coming up, which is the fragrance body oil.
It's pretty much the
Then it's the same,
pretty
right?
much the same. It's just that it's the oils blended nicely with the different fragrances. So if you want something light but still packs a punch, it's nicer when you come out the shower. It's nice when you just want to have that nice scent. And the oil these are good oils. Like these are like really quality oils. It gives you a nice glow. And I
Now,
think that one even has a lemon peel
yes, it does.
in that one to
Yes, it
help with
does.
scarring.
Because I sat there for hours.
Because I infuse my own peels and I make my own glycerol.
I sat for hours. I thought I was back in the kitchen when I used to be a chef.
Grating,
Straight getting that lemon peel down.
getting the zest. Yes.
Sitting there for hours, watching my fingernails and making sure my fingers didn't get caught in there. Because when I used to be a chef, it was very dangerous. I'll tell you, it was a very, very dangerous thing. The Indian rolls, I want to put that. I want to slide that in there because it was kind of funny.
And don't forget the keratin serum. The keratin serum.
Hold on now.
You skipped it. Okay, go ahead.
I want to talk about the Indian rolls.
Okay, go ahead. Indian
For a
rolls.
reason.
Because it's a fan favorite.
It's a fan favorite. And one of the biggest things about one of the fans, one of our clients, she had told us that she was at the beach and she had gotten a sunburn.
Oh, yeah. She was in Dominican Republic and got burned.
And she didn't have anything for the sunburn. And she just put the oil on. She put the Indian Rose oil on it because she said she wanted to have something soothe her skin because she felt that burning sensation.
Mm-hmm.
She turned around and she kept using it, and it wound up helping her a whole
It cleared
lot
it.
better.
Yeah, it cleared it.
Okay, so that's why I wanted to jump in there real quick about it because that was true testimony. I forgot, I wanted to mention that one out there. That it had a dual purpose. So now your keratin serum. I didn't want you. I want everybody to hear about that.
So the keratin serum, I created that one time. I was having an issue with my scalp for some reason, and it just was like driving me crazy. So I said, I was looking around for something, and I'm like, why am I looking for something to buy when I can just research and make it myself? Like, what is the problem? So I found a way. And I found out that the natural frankincense has medicinal qualities. And then vitamin D was also needed for healing. Keratin to help build and strengthen the hair shaft. And so also was good for the nails, So if you haven't struggled with the nail bed, it's great for that. But it really helped with the craziness that was going on with my scalp at the time. I don't know if it was like an up and down hormonal issue, but it helped. It really helped. And I wanted to make sure that I got that keratin in there because it's very hard to find a good keratin that you can put in a base like that. Go ahead.
Just a quick side note. I'm going to put my age out there. Right? Back in the 70s, okay, we used to have a lot of backyard mechanics. And probably still to this day, there's a bunch of backyard mechanics. If you ever look at a backyard mechanic's fingernails, them jokers is hard as rock. Okay? And I'll never forget the time that I actually asked this one mechanic, I said, why is your nails so dang on hard? He actually said it's because of the motor oil.
Yeah.
The motor oil. That's what he said. So I started laughing. And then, of course, I did a little research years later, and I come to find out that actually keratin is actually something that actually helps.
That's what happened to my nails. My nails, they look like mechanic nails. They're hard.
And then find out that there's I don't remember off the top of my head the name of that damn ingredient that was in motor oil many years ago that is very similar to keratin. And I was quite surprised when I found out this information. But it was just a funny situation how many people don't realize how if your fingernails can get hard from keratin, from using keratin, and you use it on your scalp, that actually helps in many ways to keep.
Well, it's the building block of the hair. It's the actual not the protein that actually builds the hair and makes it strong and builds it, hair and nails. So that's why I said I need to get to the root of the
top to bottom.
That's right, top to bottom.
Toptobottom.com. There it is.
And then I noticed, you even noticed one day you said my hair was getting shinier. When I was using it, you was like, your hair is starting to get shinier. And it was strengthening the shaft and it was helping give it a nice seal. And so when your hair shaft is sealed, of course, and you have the nutrients inside, it starts to give a nice shine.
Cool.
Yep. So
All
yeah,
right.
that's pretty much.
I think that's gonna
Anybody have any questions, ideas,
feedback. Go to the website, please.
feedback?
Go to the website. Tell your friends.
And-
Tell your associates. Tell people. You know what? You walk up to somebody, they look like they need something. Tell them to go to the website, check it out, so that we can get the feedback on what society is looking for. Because at the end of the day, if we don't know how to provide something for everyone or anyone, do not hold us at fault if your friends got got messed up chapped lips or got messed up chapped up feet and stuff like that. Look here now. I've seen. Matter of fact, we seen the guy walking down the street that his feet was so bad, it looked like he had shoes on his with no
I was
soles.
gonna say, how bad was it?
I mean, they were bad. And the first thing I thought about was the skit from Martin with the girl. She does her feet. She took the saw.
Oh, the Shanae.
The Shanae thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, well, here's a perfect example of how do we create something for a person that's ashamed or doesn't know to reach out to us to create something. I had to get out and let the person know, listen, here's some of this stuff, try it out. Because at the end of the day, if they don't know, they just don't know. You don't hold anybody against that. So it's all about letting us know what works, what doesn't work, what may work, what may not work. The website looks a little wonky, it's a little tricky. Look here, I'm gonna say this one more thing, one other thing. I just remember this. I saw a website just the other day, and I gotta tell you, I was kind of upset on how this website was made. Now, I understand people do not know technology too well, okay? Yet, if you cannot make a website that looks professional or somewhat professional,
Or
reach out to someone.
Yeah, it looks make it looks trustworthy.
Yeah, trustworthy. Because if it doesn't have certain things on there, it doesn't look all kosher, it doesn't look right, reach out to somebody who may have a better idea how to create a website. Because the website is almost like your brand. As a matter of fact, I'm going to say it is your brand. It's just an extension of who you are. So if your website looks wonky, look here, reach out to us. We'll even help you build your website, okay? Because at the end of the day, if you're an entrepreneur, small business owner, and you have a website or you need a website, don't make something that looks halfway done. It ain't gonna work, okay? A person like myself, if I look at it, I'm gonna critique it, and I'm gonna tell you, it looks like crap. And if it looks like crap, I'm sure that anybody else that looks at it is going to say the same thing and or not even tell you anything, but they won't come back.
And that's why I also wanted to reach out to everyone and get an idea of how we can serve you guys. Like as far as, is it helping you find the things that you need? Because I want to try and make the website informative
and user-friendly.
User-friendly, give you the information you need and help. Like if I need to switch things around to help you be able to find the things that you need, so sometimes having someone on the outside say, look, especially those who shop on a regular, they say, look, when I go here, I like to see this, blah, 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 blah. So,
Yeah, all insight is beneficial because at the end of the day, we won't know if we're not being advised. Mm-hmm. If we're not being told, we can't fix it. I mean, how many times you can be with a person and you know something's wrong with them, but you don't say nothing about it, and they come back to you and say, why didn't you tell me? Mm-hmm. Oh, I didn't want to hurt your feelings.
Right.
You're not gonna hurt our feelings. I'll tell you that right now. You ain't gonna hurt our feelings. At the end of the day, it's gonna be something beneficial, which is gonna spark some more things in our brains to just make things better. Because at the end of the day, it's all about making things better. Nothing in life is perfect. But we can sure as heck make anything as possible to be as near perfect as possible. So,
also before we close out, because it's not like you was about to do a closing.
Sure was. I was on for my spiel.
I wanted to. We made these shirts, right?
Oh, the shirts!
And I'm wearing it today.
Do you have a picture of the shirt that I can pull up? Where's the shirt at?
You want the one I've got on right now?
Yeah, but you have it on the website.
I got it on my Etsy page.
But I thought you sent
I
me
don't
the
know if you
link.
can see it.
Let me see it.
I can send you the picture.
Send me the picture real quick. Because they might not see that shirt like that.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see this
She's
t-shirt.
like, what the hell? This is my self-care club shirt.
Where is the
For all those who care about self-care. I thought I sent you the picture.
But I would like to show everybody this shirt.
All right, hold on. Let me see if I can find it in my gallery here.
Because I think it's a really neat shirt. It's really nice.
The one you want the picture of me wearing it,
I
or
just want
the one, the
picture,
same one that's on.
however you want to send me the picture so I can show everybody here. Just send me the picture.
I'm sending it now.
Where you sent it to?
Oh, I don't know. How do you want me to send it
Send
to
to
you?
my email real quick.
Oh, all
Can you
right.
send
Let
it
me go
real quick?
back.
Because in the
All right, share
in the website, the Etsy
email.
site, yeah, send it to me. I could download it real quick.
Knock.
Yep. But we can show everybody this wonderful T-shirt that's
And
being made.
it's different colors. Should I show the back?
Can
Can you see it?
Let me see.
Stand by,
Okay,
guys. Please
the
bear
front.
with us.
That's the front. You got a picture of the
I don't
back?
know if I have the back in that same color in the picture,
All right,
but
what about
I
the
do
Etsy
have it
page?
in the.
You have the Etsy page where it's at? I know you got the link to it.
How you know?
Because I know I understand how you do, man. I know how you do.
Well, I'm trying to get that stuff over to my website, honestly, because Etsy be bugging.
All right.
I sent
That's
you
the
3.
front of the shirt.
I sent you 3 emails.
That's the front of the shirt. As you see, toptobottom.com.
Self-care club, because I will be having a little club soon.
Self-care club. This way you can see it. And this is the back.
So that one, yeah, has the what do you call these sleeves here that cut off like this is different than like the other one. The other one is
I call it a woman T-shirt.
Yeah, it is. It is.
all these fancy names for women wear. I don't know. I'm a Neanderthal. What can I tell you? I'm a Neanderthal. I believe Dr. Linda, she says, nice. Appreciate it. So once again, the front, Self-Care Club, toptobottom.com.
It's comfy too. I like it.
All right. And of course, the back, top to bottom. That's our logo, of course. Caring for the whole self is in the middle. That's why it's a Self-Care Club. And these T-shirts will definitely be in various colors. Yes, I said various. I said it various and various colors. And of course, this is something that the missus, she thrives on because she believes that women have a specific style of T-shirts they like to wear. You don't want to feel like you're wearing a man's T-shirt all the time. Listen, I get it. You know, that's man's T-shirts only for when you're sleeping or getting ready to go to sleep. So this is good outdoor wear. And we're working on this one, and we're working on more colors. And
I have a lot of colors up already, but I just want to try to move them over to the website because I think I'll get more traffic. At least people can see it better on the site than they would with the Etsy.
Because
they have a lot of what's those people?
Scammers?
Yeah, and not scammers, but the people who resellers, people who like just
look.
Like the amp from China. with the people from China coming in and stealing all your stuff and reselling your stuff. Yeah, so
this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna put it on the website, and I'll link it. I'll link it to the website so that they actually come onto the top to bottom website. They come onto the top to bottom website. They're able to see the colors of the T-shirts, and they'll run with the T-shirt as well if they choose to have the T-shirt. Oh, the other thing we did not mention, which I did forget, was here's the thing. You can pull that up in a minute. Two
Okay.
things we didn't mention from the website, and it's my bad. It's my bad. I'll take fault of this one because I didn't mention it, and
We're gonna let y'all go. So.
Right? There's two things that I didn't. I don't know what happened. It might have been my fault that I must have taken it off by accident. But there's something that I really would like for the people to give me their opinion on. I gotta see. I wanted.
Oh, they did.
I wanted to ask the society or our followers and or subscribers to see this item here. Now, I was told, okay, by very few people that an item like this is very important. I thought it was a fashion statement. Okay. Come to find out, it's a very crucial piece to women. All right. And what I found out was that a bonnet is crucial to a woman's way of utilizing things.
Well, anybody that has a lot of hair.
Right? So I was quite shocked. Why I'm not seeing it?
We should have had more pictures though.
Why,
There's no more pictures not coming up. Yeah, it's not coming up.
Oh, wait a minute. Delay.
Do y'all see? Anyone see the
And
so we don't have extra pictures of the bonnet, how it looks?
I thought we did. I really thought we did.
Because I'll pull it up right now. Stop playing.
Look here, I'm gonna do one even simple for them. Watch how fast this is gonna happen. All right, because I don't see why it's not up there. I see it there, but I don't see it. I don't see it, and I don't know why.
I'll pull it right out the closet.
I don't want. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. I promise.
You don't see it, right, Ron? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna pull it out the closet.
I don't know. I don't know what happened. Honestly, I don't know. But here it is. I got the still fold here. Okay. I was told that this is a. Well, now look at this. I removed it and it popped up. Okay. I was told that this is a very important part of a woman.
Era.
What do you call it? The steps of woman care,
Hair care,
all that stuff. I was told this is a crucial piece for the hair
I'm
care.
taking this one out. This is
right. And I have seen many women walk around with bonnets on their heads. And I've always asked, is it double satin or is it single?
This one has
Down.
our slogan,
Down.
caring for the whole self.
Down.
You're probably going to have to change the thing so they can see it. So when I show them the slogan, because I don't think that the picture's up there. So we got to fix, y'all, we got to fix the website.
No, it's up there. I just couldn't see it.
So it shows that we showed that the slogan was there.
Yeah. Sure did, but I'm gonna bring you up a little bit closer.
Bring me up so we can see this.
I'll bring you up.
Let me know if y'all see this. Not you. Get out. Caring. Caring for the whole self. You get the gist of it. So, satin on the inside, the hair won't dry out. I know men wear it too, but you know,
I've seen a couple of guys wearing them.
they have a lot of hair. They don't want the hair to dry out. They wear this. Women at the locks or whatever, they wear this one.
And one of the other things was
It has a band. You can tie it.
that was the interesting thing. I've seen a lot of them that slap on their head and it's sagging, it's all the way down to the neck bone and
right here. So you tie it. So you can take it from the bottom and tie it up like that, or however you wish to do it. It's stretch.
I'm gonna look something. Let me see something.
So it's very comfortable.
And it's double satin, which I think is a very crucial point that it's double satin.
Yep. All right. Well, since you brought it up, so that's what I said.
Yep.
I feel like I wanted to show it since you brought it up. No, that was it.
Oh, what happened to the bar soap?
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. I don't know who was on the other live when I was making the shampoo bars. Remember the soap nut shampoo bars? They're here and they're ready. They're gonna go up on the store in a couple of days. This smells like vanilla, Ron. It smells like vanilla.
Never owned one and could never understand why women wear them outside. Just saying. Listen, Dr. Linda, I'm the same way. I've been trying to figure this out for the longest. All right, but then I started thinking about one thing, right? And I remember back in the late late 60s, early 70s, mid 70s, we used to see a lot of. I used to see a lot of guys walking around with a shower cap on their head, and the shower cap. I even had a friend in high school. We used to call him Shower Cap Mike. Right? And we called him Shower Cap Mike because he always had a shower cap. And so one time I asked him, I said, why you got a shower cap on? He says, because I like to keep the moisture in my hair.
Yeah. Because Jerry Curl had everybody fooled thinking that all the Negroes had to do was buy Jerry Curl chemicals. And all they had to do was keep their hair hydrated and they would have seen it look like something.
Yeah.
So that's all I need is conditioner. So this is the Soap Nut shampoo bar. Soap Nut, another herb from India that I love so much. Very good at cleansing. I formulated it so that not only can it cleanse, detangle, moisturize, the whole nine. And yes, it smells like vanilla. And then I didn't want to bring it out right away because I needed to have its counterpart conditioner bar, which is right here. The conditioner bar got super slip. When I tell you super slip for days. This one I made an oval shape. This one looks probably a little sloppy because it comes out the mold any kind of way. But yeah, it has a lot of slip. This one I made my own extracts, my own glycerin, amla, flaxseed, two things that help grow the hair. There's rose in this one. It also smells like vanilla. So we're going to have this in a couple of days on the site. We're going to have it priced individually and as a set. Of course, the set, you get a couple of dollars off. So I just wanted to let you know that it was up and ready for those who had watched me do the wash demonstration last time when I did, to show how well it lathers up. It really lathers up. And the thing I like about it is that it detangles as you're washing. So if you have shed hair, it gets all that shed hair out.
Give me that bottle.
And then, because what I do is I wash my hair in 4 parts. So it gets the shed hair out. And then I twist it back up. And then when I go to use the conditioner bar, baby, it really does good. So it's like it preps it to get ready for the conditioner. And that conditioner has a lot of slip. You always take it too far. You kind of look a little French there.
Recently,
you got to keep that now, right? You got to keep that bonnet.
Keep it. I can make it stylish. Hold on. Look at here now. Look at this. But you look at this.
Dr. Linda, get your uncle.
Look at this.
Dr. Linda, get your uncle.
Hold on now. Look at this. Can you look at this? Can you see this? As the Bernie Mac would say, can you see this? Can you look at this? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Karen, for the whole, hold on now. Hold on now. Hold on. Gotta do a hood light. Wait, what's happening? You got my money? Okay. Just strap it around.
All day. All day. What the hell?
Do a Fred Sanford. Straight, sir. Gotta do the Fred Sanford. Come on. G for greatness. That's what he said. It's good and it's ready.
It'll probably
Just
keep
like Freddy.
his head shining.
I don't want my head shiny.
It'll probably keep it shining.
I don't want to shine you. That's what it is. I just want to show y'all that fit right. And look here, look, it's tied. I got 2 ties.
You need help?
I need a whole lot of help. I'm gonna do the Fred Sanford instead. As we move on.
Oh, I'm glad y'all I hope y'all, I hope it was helpful, us taking you through the tour and everything. I hope it was give you an idea. And look, like I said, please, any insight.
Information is good information, regardless of
We'll
how
take
many
it.
of you may think it is. I'm gonna make this thing look good. As Will Smith said,
I also wanted to
Then
mention
what?
the shampoo bars
I make everything look good.
and the conditioner bars are very good because they last for a very long time. You don't need a lot of it. So you get a lot of bang for your buck. You just got to make sure you store it right so that it doesn't, there's some people keep their bars of soap and they let it get all yucky. Just if you store it right, it can last for a long time. A little bit takes you a long time, but it can last a lot longer than some of the bottle stuff. So, because you won't overuse it, it gives you just what you need. All right. So,
Give me 1
just
minute.
wanted you to have that information. What happened to Ancy?
Yep.
She did something, didn't she?
No, she needs to go.
Okay. We got our little puppy. She likes a 2-step when she got to go to the bathroom. She do her little wag and a 2-step. So,
All right, let's go.
we're gonna wrap up. And I'm not sure when we're going to do the next live, but we'll definitely be posting when we have everything up on the site in a couple of days.
Thank you, everybody.
Okay.
Appreciate you. Remember
All right.
now, topbound.com, TOP2, BOTTU.
Thank
Because
you.
you're unique.
Thank you for your
M.com.
time.
Latest.
Laters, guys.
Okay. Because they're getting Nancy in 3, 2, ciao.
Oh, okay.